just quickly show you how we're taking this fridge freezer and we're swapping the doors around. Start off with the top bracket. Take your screws out. Make sure you keep all of your screws, put them in a pocket. Lift that door off. Then pull it away gently and it just lifts off. Put it out of the way, somewhere safe so it don't get damaged. Go back, take the bottom bracket off. Now while you've got the bottom bracket in your older hand, take that off. And then that bottom bracket, you know it goes there. So then you put that in there. That's the top bracket which we've just took off there. This goes there. So what you're doing, you're reversing it. So the top one goes to the bottom one goes to the top. And then all I do is I just put that back on. Put that back on. Don't forget the little washer what comes off. That goes on the bottom. Then we'll just do the exact same with the bottom. Top bracket first. Take the bracket off. That's for the bottom. Pull the door out. Just slide it off. Put it somewhere safe. Then we know the bottom bracket is for the top. Bottom bracket has that little washer on. So you've got to make sure when you flip that one over, when we flip this over, make sure you put that washer on. Pull the little white caps off and put it on. That's it. So we're left with two top brackets which you're going to fit later. Put all your clips to one side so you don't lose them. Put your screws in your pocket so you don't lose them. Because if you lose them, they didn't know more. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take all this packaging out and then we're just going to lift that in place. Before I put the doors back on, I put the doors to one side. I put that in, then I put the doors back on. On here there's some clips all in your bag. Read your instructions because they're all different. They might just vary slightly, but they're fairly simple to fit and easy to swap over. Just do it exactly the same as that and that's it, you can't go wrong. These fridges are very simple. They'll just have these brackets on. It's got a nook on it, so when that pushes in and touches the side there, you know it's in right. Just screw it in. That's all you have to do. Very easy. Two on, one at the top, one at the bottom, one in the middle. I'm putting. Them instructions are quite big. They're just pictures. Now, there's only 3 of these. Where I would have presumed we should have had 4, but they only give you 3. So I'm putting one this side so I can screw it to that side and then screw it at top and bottom there and that'll fix it in place. Just as long as your unit's level, when you push that in and it hooks on that, and it hooks on that fridge has to be level. That's why if you get everything level, there's no issue. So now I've screwed them in, I'm just going to lift it up and put it in. The one of the easiest I've ever fit. You've got that 40mm bracket there, that hooks on there. Once you've screwed your clip in, you just snap them off. Like so. And then got one this side, just snap it off. You can't fail. One at bottom. Snap it off. And then all we need to do, put a couple of screws in there. In bottom leg, and that's it, it's in. Then what we'll do is, we'll get the doors out, build the doors up. The hinges, we'll just get a screw in there, because see this fridge here? You can get to the hinge plate. So where the hinge goes there, we'll be able to screw it in and then clip the door on. It's actually good that it's just a little bit of room just to get it in. And that's it, fridge is done. We'll put doors on then. When you tend to do a fridge door, these are quick clip. So they're normally units for something else, not for a fridge. So they're for the unit in there. These are what you call for the fridge. They're the old style, the slot on, and you screw it up. So whenever you're doing a fridge, you've got to make sure that if your door is double-sided, make sure you put your hinge on the right side. Always look at the front of the door, whichever side we're going, left-hand side. So our hinge is on the left-hand side. So as you're looking at it, your hinge will be on the right-hand side because that's the inside. On the outside, it'll be on the left-hand side. Screw it in like this. If you're unsure about using one of these drills, don't use this. Use your screwdriver. But like I keep telling people, this is like my right arm. Don't worry about the electrician, we're in the same bubble. Then what you do, hook that on there like that. Lift the door up. Swing it over here. Get the first hinge in. Get your drill. Beautiful. Screw it in. Then all the others, they'll just push in. Push in like that. Job's a good one. You can put all your hinges on first and then put the door on. I just find it easier doing it that way because you know they're all going in line, know exactly where they're going. We ain't got the door on the fridge, so we've got plenty of room. So I'm going to fix this door up, make sure that it's level there first. Then I'm going to put the fridge doors on, open them and screw them in. Put that back on, Charlie. So as you can see, I put the doors on. Doors are fitting nicely. What you have to do is check, see that, make sure clearance, make sure it's an equal gap. I show them, make sure it's an equal gap, all the way up, nice and lined. Then what I do, even though this is like my right arm, for this part, where's my other screwdriver?
There.
Ah, it's here. They were hiding. This part, I always get my screwdriver and just make sure that they're tight. All tight. All tight. Make sure that they're all tight. You don't want to overspin these, otherwise that's where you get problems with the loose door. All tight. Make sure they're all tight. And then what we're going to do now, what we're going to do is we're going to get the freezer door, take the tape off, like I showed you. Slot it in there like that. Just shut it nicely. Then we get the top of it, put it in, and then you can just move it back to where you need to. Put the screws back in. There we go, put the door on, make sure it's moving freely. Oh, that's not moving freely, is it? Just wanted a tweak. Ah, tell you what I've done there. You've got to take the freezer door off. How I managed to do that, I just do not know. Put it on upside down, didn't I? Hey! Hey, anybody can make a mistake.
Yeah, like me.
The only difference is I sort my own mistakes out. And I've fathomed it out in a matter of seconds instead of half an hour. Get it in like that. Get my screw. Beautiful. That's what you want. Better in it. Just let's see who's falling this. Right, so we get his door on. Beautiful. Straight back on. Now, we get the fridge one. Fridge one, we know it goes that way. Slide it in like that. Put on our bracket on there. Can anybody speak French?
Oui?
Oui? I can't speak French, so don't write in French because I don't understand it. Got down the cat's nads. Beautiful.
Definitely, we'll sell you your jumper.
Find we have a bracket which had in my skyrocket pocket. See, it might sound like it's struggling, it's not, it's just this drill's knackered. Make sure it shuts. Beautiful, that's better. I'll tell you what I'm shutting, because we swapped the doors round. Now, all we have to do, we're going to put his caps on there, 20 milling. See them holes there? We're going to drill them. Drill them, bracket on there, same on bottom, that's it. Integrated for a trees.